You're welcome back to Craft Fashion Media. My name is Eva Rosie and I am back again today with another tutorial on how to draft a crisscross neckline design dress or blouse. So if you're new on my channel, you're welcome, and to all the returnees who has been supporting me on this channel, I want to say thank you to you all. God bless you all. So as you can see, I have a basic bodice already set on the table, the last princess seam that we had on the channel. So I'm going to be making use of this pattern for the drafting. So if you want to find out, just check the link in the description box to know how to draft a shoulder princess seam. So without further ado, let's get started. The first step to take is to measure from my high point shoulder to my upper bust measurement. According to the measurement, I have 6.5 inches. And I'm going to square a line across. Secondly, I'm going to find the apex point and draw a line across as well. I have it already on the pattern, but I'm going to draw the line because we are going to be making use of it as we proceed. Actually, I decided not to use a marker for my drawing because I wouldn't want to have so much lines so it doesn't get confusing. So I'm using a pencil for it. Then the next step is to insert my under bust measurement, but I'm not gonna be doing that because I have enough curve for the darts that I have for the bust area is enough for the style of the outfit that I'm making, so I wouldn't want to contour the under bust measurement. So I'm gonna be leaving it the same way I have it on the pattern. So another step is to insert my neck measurement. So we are going to insert a new neck design. So, and I'm going to be using 5.5 inches for my neck, and the width is going to be 3.5 inches. The next step is to insert the width of the sleeve, which is going to be 2.75. Just ignore the darts that you see because we are not going to be making use of it. Ignore it, and since it doesn't really touch the above of the bust area, so that's fine. So we are going to be using that for our sleeve. So now we are going to connect the new neckline, and that is sorted out. So another step is to decide the breaking point of the intersecting line, which I'm going to be connecting from the width of the sleeve. So now from the apex point line, I'm going to go down a little bit by 1 inch and make a mark. Now you see the reason why I drew the apex point line initially. That is where the intersecting line is going to start from. and I'm going to be connecting from the width of the sleeve down to that breaking point. And that is sorted out. The next step is to draw a line from my armhole connecting to the depth of the new neckline that we created. Now let's engrave the sleeve on the other side of the pattern paper that we have. So you remember it unfolds, so I'm going to engrave the top side towards the underneath, so that when I unfold it, I'm going to make the lines prominent and our sleeve will be formed. As you can see, I'm trying to draw out the lines that I just engraved on the top side. So after doing this, you will discover that our sleeve is formed already. And I'm going to connect the other line down to the intersecting line. Now I'm going to also draw the center line down. As you can see, the center panel and the side panel is already formed. So I'm going to fold back the pattern paper. Now, in order to create the little design that we have at that intersecting line, the small hole that we see at the center front, I'm going to measure from that breaking point down 3 inches below. and I will go in 1/4 inch in between the 3 inches that I just marked and connect the line. Sorry, I lost the clip while I was trying to connect the shape. So I want to make something clear here. If you are going to be adding the little hole, you will need to add at least 1/4 inch seam allowance downward, as you can see. But if that hole is not going to be included in your style or your design, so you just take it straight to the breaking point. I hope that is clear. If you are going to be making use of the little hole, add a little bit of seam allowance, 1/4 inch. But if that hole is going to be closed, you don't need to add the seam allowance. You just leave the line straight as it is. So now I'm going to cut through the pattern, as you can see. So guys, I want to remind you, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, just touch the red button and also turn on your notification bell. The like button and the comment section, it's all for free, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that has been on this channel from day one up until now. I want to appreciate each and every one of you. Keep sharing, keep supporting, and I promise to continue doing my best on this channel. Thank you guys so very much. So guys, for the bust area, if you wish you want to contour your waist dart, you can go in by 1 inch more or 1/2 inch. It depends on your preference on the size of the cup that you are working with, but mine, I'm going to leave it that way. So but at the end, I'm going to be removing 1 inch by the side of my bust, as in the bust that I'm going to be removing 1 inch from there, because what we have at the above the bust line won't be enough. But for the waist dart, I'm not going to be touching it. So guys, just like I said before, if you're going to be making use of the little hole design that we have at the intersecting point, you will add a little bit of allowance. But if that place is going to be closed, you just cut it straight from down to the intersecting point. So that's it. So as you can see, our front panel is done. Let's move over to the back panel. So I'm going to trace the basic bodies for the back panel that we have on the channel. So I will trace it on the new paper, then we proceed. Now the first step to take on the back panel is to confirm my shoulder seam line to make sure it's equal with what I have at the front panel. So I'm going to measure it and find out if it tallies very well with what I have, and I am going to insert the same neck measurement, the width of the neck measurement that I added at the front, and the depth of the back neck is going to be 2.5 inches, while the front was 5.5 inch. So I'm going to insert that. And I will connect with my curve ruler. So the next thing to do right now is to decide the width of my sleeve from the neck line. But before then, I have to find the midpoint of my armhole. So when I find the midpoint, if you look at the style of the outfit, the back armhole went deeper, so I'm going to go in by 2.5 inches more deeper. Then I will connect to the width of the sleeve towards my armhole. And that space is going out, so we now have a new back armhole. So I'm going to confirm the length of the sleeve to make sure it's equal with what I have at the front panel. So as you can see it by yourself, they are equal, including the neckline. So those areas I'm marking bad is going off, and that is our new panel. So as you can see, the back panel is ready, and I'm going to just remove 1/2 inch from the waistline. The reason is because our back is not straight, so in order to make it have a very good fitting at the back, so I'm going to remove 1/2 inch from the waistline and reconnect it back to the center of the line, as you can see. Then I'll add 1 inch zipper allowance from way up down and reconnect with my ruler. And I will cut through the patterns and remove the excesses, as you can see. So guys, like I said before, I'm going to be removing 1 inch from my bust dart. I'm supposed to have done it before now, so I'm removing the 1 inch. So I want to make something clear. Just make sure you removed your own dart before cutting the side panel in order not to run out of fabric. So I know what to do already, but for the purpose of this tutorial, just make sure you close that 1 inch dart before your final cutting. It is very, very important you take note of that. So guys, as you can see, both the front and the back panels are ready, and I want to use this medium to say thank you to all my good people on this channel. Yes, I have beautiful good people on this channel that has been with me from day one of this channel up until now. I want to say thank you, a very big thank you to each and every one of you. And my joy knows no bound, because it's like I have permanent subscribers, and I am amazed. We are 4 months now, so, and you guys has been so amazing. I want to say thank you. And if you are yet to subscribe, kindly touch the subscribe button. It's all for free. The comment section, the like sections, they are all for free. Yes, they are all for free, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you all so very much. Bye for now.